What's up? Hopefully you can hear me all right. Thanks for tuning in if you are today. Appreciate ya. More front end today. We were trying to wrap up the site last week, but the base goes hard. But yeah, we got a little more to do. So we actually redid a whole bunch of the CSS thanks to... Oh, what is up, Affect? How are you doing? Oh, appreciate it, brother. Yeah. Underway today. Doing some CSS, trying to make it look pretty. How are you doing? Are y'all streaming? Y'all are probably taking a week off, is my guess, after the event last week. Oh God, I can imagine. Yeah, I saw some of the vid. It looked super cool. You guys did an awesome job. I'm definitely excited for us to debrief on it and get caught up this week. So, damn. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta come back and visit soon. Hopefully the 4th is shaping up nicely too. I don't know if you're doing anything crazy, but. So what do we got going on? We're just fixing a bunch of shit because shit went haywire. What exactly are we fixing up? Well, we got to work on our mobile version. Hell yeah, dude. I heard LA is roasting. It's probably cool by you, but today's actually been pretty nice. Yeah, excited for the 4th too, I guess. I'm staying local, but it should be fun. Okay, so let's look at our contact page, which is looking a little insane. We got to fix this, but luckily we rewrote it today. So let's look at this. Okay. So we have our grid going. Let's match the margin on our left side with the right side. So let's do that. And we will do that for our grass div. And what do we have on this left side? Let's see what the quantity is. Kind of seen in this orange part. Here we go. Definitely more than 4 pixels. So yeah, let's figure out exactly what's going on. Okay. This track is sick. Gotta check this out. Okay. So we have margin left 16. Let's do that for the grass too. So let's do margin right, padding right 16. Save that. This gotta shake this thing up a little bit. All right, we got our little margin here. Yeah, we gotta resize this thing. This thing's looking a little insane. It's definitely way too wide. So let's see how we want to do that. Okay, so we have our grass component. This is what is making our grass here. But we want it to be a little bigger. So let's figure out how we can make this just a little bit bigger. Now I don't think this is gonna work because I think we need to pass the props or the properties in. Let's just give it a try, see if it works. Okay, I don't think it did anything. We can double check that. Here we go with, oh, that's actually cool. Well, you know what? I think it was already set to this. Let's try a different value because I was saying width was full and height was full. Make this, maybe that's too big. So let's make this look a little different. Let's do width 3/4, height 3/4. we save that? We didn't. Okay. Yeah. So it's not doing anything, right? Same width, height. All right. So we need to pass this in as props. Let's figure out how the heck we're going to do this. So let's go back to our grass. And we kind of made these props already. So what do I mean by that? Okay, so yeah, we're already passing in these two class names. So I think CSS class, for example, we can definitely pass it in. Maybe we can pass in multiple. So let's try that. So let's change this to CSS class. Let's do width, 3/4 height. We can also look back at our old code because we definitely had some formatting on this before too. And we just have that right here, just all greened out. Okay, let's do that. Okay, there we go. All right, awesome. So let's simplify grass because really we can pass all this stuff in. We just need to have this one prop, and I think we can just send it a whole bunch of shit. So let's delete these. And I broke something. What did we do? There we go. All right. Cool. Okay, so I think because this is hard-coded, it's going to kind of maintain this insane size. It's so weird. It kind of grows on its own, which is so strange. Look at our old code. I think we had something a little better going on for the grass. Rounded containers, no. All right, let's go to our contact container. Let's just change that to contact container. How about that? I think we got a couple of these. Let's turn this one off. Don't need that. Back. All right. And yeah, this color is really not vibing, but I frankly don't know how we can remake it. So we definitely want to make sure we can get our evolving gradient back, which is, you know, we've lost here. Contact container. So it's been able to simplify our JavaScript. Whoa. So, oh, music's a little loud today. One second, let me turn down just a wee bit. All right, just a little bit. Okay, so let's have another look here. All right, so we're reformatting this. We need this to be significantly smaller. So what do we want to do? Well, let's just look at our div, right? We've done some padding right. I mean, we could really just kind of push this thing where we need it to go. Let's squeeze it a little bit. There we go, a little more of a square shape. Just disappears. Okay, yeah, so we don't want this disappearing. We do have to put some work into our smaller layouts. Are these edges rounded? I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the rounded edges here. Okay. So let's look back at our graphs. Rounded medium, height 1.5. Let's try. Let's like add a little color. I just want to see exactly what this box is. Let's do this color. Zinc 30. What's that? Let's try this. Interesting vibe, but okay, doesn't look like it's doing much. Maybe it's just covering the display box. All right, so what do we want? We want some padding top too, probably, huh? Let's do that. feels a little better. And let's look at our grid layout here. Let's make this something a little more contrasty. Can I make this thicker too? It's not really thick enough. Okay, we're gonna show everything. Okay, there we go. Everything on our page, all lit up. All right. So we can add a little padding too on our email, which, excuse me, our form submission, which will give us a little more space too. Let's go to our form. Okay, margin left. Let's also do margin right, 16, see what that looks like. This is actually probably gonna fuck shit up. Look, can this thing go? Let's ask. This seems like a good ChatGPT question. How can I limit size of a text area element? Just try it. I'm curious what's gonna happen. Text area. How can I set a maximum size for a text area dropdown? Text area on dropdown extension. This feels convoluted. It would probably make sense to add some limitation on the maximum size, right, of input. Let's see what they have to say here. That is very easy. That is awesome. I should save that for my note cards there. Okay. Honestly, pretty good suggestions too. For yeah, for this size. Okay, max. Wow, I love that. Okay, because I'm passing it is JSX, we have to use this object bracket notation, which also makes sense. Okay, subject, how much do we want this to be? Let's go max length. Also 100. How much is 100 characters? That feels fine. $2,000? Should we be generous? Not 20,000. What does 2,000 characters look like? Let's try that. Interesting use case, right? Doesn't really come up, but kind of important. She's not getting around a corners, that's okay. Let's ask GPT, what does, please type 2,000 random characters. Try that. You can't assist with that. Give me a break. Let's see. All right. It's doing. I wish you could see this. It's magical. 2,000 characters is like 3 paragraphs, 4 paragraphs. I'm questioning whether this is 2,000. Okay, let's go 1,500. I wonder what that looks like. Can we go beyond that? Alright, I'll probably just do this. This looks decent. AI really is amazing. That is truly insane code. Look at that regex. It's like every character. Okay, we'll just do this first part for now. Try it without use effect. Why can't I select all the code? What is going on here? Is Command A broken? What's going on? I'm freaking out. I have no idea what's going on here. What the hell? Okay, let's just do that. Return is valid is equal to true. Let's go down to our actual code here, get rid of these. Let's look into our form. Okay, we have our max length value. Okay, what is going on with this command A? I don't know. That is so bizarre. All right, that works. Must be something in VS Code. All right, save that. Okay, nothing's broken. Okay. Cool, that makes sense. We don't have anything to print right now except these error things, so we'll just put this into the general input. Class name. Oh, wrong one. Okay, we need to do this, right? So. All right, so we're just putting these error messages just so we should have some errors that get thrown if they go over the max length of how much they could type, because I don't want to read all that shit, respectfully. Okay, so let's add this here. Okay, subject. There we go. Oh, ChatGPT is doing all the work. Okay, and let's do one for message error here. And this will be in text area this time around. That should be that. Whoops. Cool. Okay, let's have a look. How are we gonna even test this? Oh, we broke the code. That's one way to test it. Okay, what's going on? It's not really telling me all that much. There's probably just like a little error in the JSX or something like that. Oh, these are embedded divs? I don't get that. Oh. Wow, the legibility here. Yo, Eldridge, what's going on? How are you today? I've taken it upon myself to kind of simplify the CSS, like you were doing, which has been good. obviously a lot more to figure out with it, my gosh, but yeah, it just feels so much simpler. All this greened out stuff I'm going to be able to get rid of, and there'll be a bunch more to get rid of as well. We'll see if I'm doing it right today. But anyway, so right now, you know, using our React hacks or our ChatGPT hacks to see if we can get some error messages depending on you know, the length of input for our different text boxes and inputs. So that being said, I'm getting an error here right now, which is kind of wild. Maybe we should isolate one. So let's do that here. Let's just look at our input and see how that looks compared to this input. Okay, so we have the value email value on change, set email value to target value, all the stuff we had prior. We have our big old class name. Okay, well there it is. So yeah, Holdred, how's your day going? Sorry, I'm a little brain dead today. It's been a lot of coding and some exercise. Yeah, what projects are you working on at work that you can talk about, or maybe any personal projects cooking at the moment? Okay, so I figure out what I realized here. The track was a little too rockin' for me. Yeah, long story short, I'm just gonna copy this entire thing. So we're keeping the input the same, except now we're conditionally rendering a div. So that's actually what's changing. Everything is actually remaining the same. So let's actually undo all these changes. So you're kind of copying the wrong stuff in there. All our inputs are going to stay. Okay. All right, one more skip. Sorry. Sounds good, just not the vibe at the moment. Okay. All right, so we'll conditionally render these errors. I assume this is going to look like crap. But let's see. Maybe it won't. But just thinking that these have no formatting, I'll probably have to format them, right? Okay. Whoa, that sounds awesome. See, it actually sounds like fun work. It's just not classic like MERN stack or something like that. And it's nice that you have human interaction. It's more like embedded computing or something like that. It is cool, like how much front end stuff. 1 second, I'm gonna lower this just a little bit. Yeah, just how much kind of front end online user interface terminology, aka like CSS, right, is now being added to, I mean, I know you're using React and Vue in this case, but it's being added into other embedded hardware, other code languages that let you use like a CSS front end. I guess it makes sense because like everyone uses this stuff, but it's super cool. It's like your skills now become much more robust because you could do interfaces for all types of stuff. Is this are there like different constraints because it has to be touchable? Like, is it supposed to load really quick or something like that? Or are there like affordances because people are interacting with it that it's different from a website? Wild. Okay. Got some choice tracks today. Okay. Yeah. So let's go ahead and do this. Again, I think some of the formatting may be crazy. Oh, okay. So you're doing it like an app. Is that React Native you're using, or can you do that with Vue? And mind you, I don't know much about this, so forgive any like bad terminology or anything. That sounds cool though. I'd be curious about that for sure. Okay, so we have that div. Okay, cool. But you just can't see it refresh or anything? Or can they see that? That's cool. It's like, yeah, I guess like websites get more robust. Everything's going to be like a website. That's what I'm hoping for in terms of coding. So our skills will translate. Oh, they can't see it refresh. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. Oh, they can't. Okay, sick. That's awesome. Track's kind of a vibe. Okay, then the message error. Why is this taking me so long to do? It's wild. ChatGPT is freaking out a little bit. All right, well, who cares about the formatting for now? That's all good. Refresh? Are we back? What the fuck, dude? All right, let's look at our... Is this going to be for like one location or for multiple? I guess they maybe they'll test it out or something first. Let's see why this isn't building. All right, it's building here. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, sick. Does it feel creative? Like, are you liking this project versus like classic web dev, or would you prefer like something different, or is it like a fun change of pace? Oh, timing. Yeah, timing animations. It feels like that's got to be so tough. Are you using ChatGPT or using AI and stuff for that? I just feel like it's so much just changing numbers over and over again and just kind of like knocking your head on the table. I guess you could probably use some math for it, but man, yeah, that feels like a lot. Definitely a cool skill though. It's like you're doing motion graphics. Okay, did I break something? Looks like I did. This is, one does not simply chat GPT without issues. Granted, I'm asking it quite a bit right now, and I'm sure it's a typo on my end. But, okay, I just want to get this all right. So we're setting state, right? We have these new values, set email error, set subject error, right? We got this new state here, and we're basically determining length. If it's too long, we're gonna say it's invalid. And we're gonna return is valid. So on submit, now I'm trying to figure out where the hell these are defined. Okay, new chat GPT feature. Let me search the code. What the hell did I just do? Okay, yeah, let me look through the code you generate and actually use Command F to find what I'm looking for. But what are we looking for? Not equal to validated inputs. Okay, well that's something I don't think I did. Oh no, I did do that. Alright, so that looks good. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I know. I'm sure that's yeah, the case, right? It has to look like super lifelike, and you're like, okay, let me skew it by like 5 milliseconds this way, 5 milliseconds that way. I can imagine that just gets like pretty mind-boggling, especially when you're just trying to make it like really, really perfect, which I'm sure you are. Yeah, help me find out the error here. I'm not seeing it in the developer console, right? I'm inspecting. I know if I'm being dumb here. Kind of like these nothing burger errors. If there's a better way to find the errors, let me know as well. If you have any knowledge on that. I'm kind of a noob on the deep bug diving side. But it's still like it's compiling here, right? I wonder. Is it fucked up for me to ask ChatGPT this? Am I being too lazy? Possibly. That's pretty wild though. It's giving me all the code. We'll just try it real quick. If it get an error, I'll be surprised, but that'd be pretty cool. It's keeping, let's see, is it keeping all my stuff? Yeah, so it's creating all my submission stuff for the back end with GraphQL. Let's copy this all and hope for the friggin' best, I guess. All right. The robots haven't won yet. Yeah. Any thoughts? I know it's like a whole bunch of friggin' code here. All right. We get a nice big stack of code. This is gonna, I mean, I definitely can't keep all this, but okay, this time around I just deleted all my code. Oh, maybe it's just it's only returning so much. That's fine. Let's copy that. Let's leave everything above our return case. Out of here. Let's copy this back in. I mean, this shit's just not gonna work, right? Yeah, it's not gonna work. CORS error? Does that make sense? Okay, for the sake of today, maybe we won't solve this, or unless anyone has a nice big brain idea. I do like they have this email is invalid though, in terms of the state. That's pretty nice. But still not getting a build, right? Am I being lazy? Is this bad that I'm doing this right now? I think I will get back to it. We were doing like more front end today, and I want to do this validation. I think it's great, and I guess a lot of this actually is front end, but let's just make this look all right. All right. Should be back to where we were at, I think. Let's see. All right. Cool. We're rendering. So noted for tomorrow. We'll fix that. Okay. So we have a few constraints. I can't change this background color for this grass, so it's going to be this kind of light green that vaguely matches, and we'll get the animation going. We're going to have a moving gradient for the background. It's kind of died for whatever reason on this CSS revision. We'll get it going again, no problem. But what do we want to do? Let's just make sure that this size is okay and doesn't freak out. Okay, let us look at our grass component again here. So on resize, it's getting smaller. And let's give our grid a nice fun color. Blue probably isn't ideal. Let's go like orange or red. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we have some spacing. We have some subject. I mean, I think it's basically okay. Do you guys have? Yeah, if anyone has any tips, I guess we can make this a little closer. I don't think we need the padding left right now. Let's see this. Is that okay? I guess the size is kind of matching the size of the footer and the header. For our home page, it's in a little bit from the header. So maybe we need a little more padding, right? What do we think? 36? It's a little more in line with the header and footer now. Maybe that's a little closer. It feels a little better. You know, the squareness is okay. Let's look at our H2 real quick. Okay, so 36 padding here. Yeah, now how do we want our grass to resize? Because where it's getting cut off is not ideal, right? And why is it getting cut off? If we do height 1/2, it's going to be small, and it's still going to resize too. Okay, so we don't want that. So we'll keep that going. I think that looks okay, but how do we, like, we don't want it to shrink into oblivion, huh? And I guess we need to be a little more dynamic with our page resize, but let's say this is okay for now. We're definitely not done with it, and what if I do text center too? I don't like the H2 going all the way to the left. Cool, I don't think it needs to go in that quickly. So let's go again. Let's go padding 36 versus margin. Okay, it's still resizing quickly. I don't know. Does anyone know how I could stop that from resizing? Yeah, just let me know in the chat if you know that. And oh my god, Holdridge reactive design for different screens. This is I'm gonna have so many annoying questions for you, because that's what I have to learn, and I'm just so dumb with that. The song is wild. What is going on here? Cool. All right. We'll call this done just for the time being. We got to keep on moving because you're about to see the About page, which is broken. Okay, so a decent amount of padding. Should I maybe go less with that? I did the same for the home. I guess, yeah, that's a little less typical, huh? To have that much padding. A container. Okay. Holzrich, so the great container talk. Yeah, please let me know what you were thinking with that. I did do, let me show you what I did. I took your advice. Without reading anything, so you can tell me what looks right or wrong here. But I did, on your advice, make a container, although, and let me show it to you. So you're saying I should apply all the padding to the container? And let me show you what that looks like in here. So obviously no padding, nothing like that here. And basically, and I hope you could let me know if this is what you were implying or something, that like we wrap all our HTML, JSX, etc. into something bigger. The song, like the listening on in-ear monitors, like the spacing is wild. There's like stuff coming in every direction. Okay, well, yeah. Let me know what you think with that, and I'll hop to the About. And this could be a good example because this is completely broken. I'm getting some words here. Okay, so we have contact container. And this is what I kind of took your advice on just simplifying. And once more, I think I've used class names that maybe are confusing because clearly this isn't a container in the way you're thinking it's a container, most likely. But this is just what I called them with whatever like crazy methodology I essentially came up with, because yeah, not a lot of rhyme and reason for it, but yeah. Oh, I got you. So for my grid, let's turn this on. Let's turn our grid on. And thank you, Chrome, for resetting every time. Really appreciate that. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go to my contact container for our grid. And we'll do max width 90. And we'll do margin 0 auto. Okay, so the margin would be XY is my guess, and then auto would be, excuse me, one would be X and one would be Y. Okay, top and bottom, left and right. Okay, so YX. Okay, cool. Thank you. Just on clockwork. Also, is that not dumb? Why YX? I feel like everyone's mental model is not adjusted to that. That's just how it goes. Okay. So YX. So that means on the y-axis, we don't worry about margin. And then on the x-axis, it does it based on the size of the content. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And hopefully maybe... Interesting. Okay. Whoa, that's kind of wild. Okay. Okay, so let's do that. Like the hyper pop, but we'll keep it moving for now. Okay, so let's delete the padding here. We'll save that. Okay, let's do this. Okay, cool. Same thing with the form. Oh, now you got me freaked out. Okay. Okay, so just no overall. I can do margin between elements on the form. Okay, padding left. Okay, margin left. Let's take that off. And again, we've added margin. And no margin applied on the y-axis and auto margin on the x-axis. Let's refresh this. Wow. Okay, cool. All right, so the margin. Oh, I get it. So the margin's going to grow out. Cool. All right, that's awesome. Thank you for the 100th time, Holdridge. Yeah, so because if you look at my home document right now, and if I really stretch this, look how it flexes out so wide, right? But if I do the same with the contact form, okay, well, I guess it's similar. Oh, something's still pushing on the left. Okay, let's see what we have doing that. Okay, so form, margin right. Let's see, is it in the contact container? It is not. It's not here either. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, we still have it being applied. Where's this code? Show yourself. Hell yeah, we've got the hive mind going right now, Holdridge. Okay, saying it's being applied to form. Maybe I need a little refresh, a little strong refresh. Maybe I need to save it? Oof. There we go, that's gone now, right? Yeah. I'll inspect it one last time. Yeah, gone now. Hell yeah. Let's go. Another sick track, too. Okay. Cool. All right, so it's keeping it centered, which is nice. Okay. Very neat. And then we extend this out. Cool, and that expands it out too. Okay, well, that's a good question too, right? Because if I'm doing a mobile layout, it has to be one column, right? And that's kind of the big thing that anyway, that's what feels the hardest, the least I know about. And I'm excited because I feel like once I have that, that's a big step. Obviously, we're mostly going to shit on our phone these days for the non-developers out there. A lot of people don't even have like laptops anymore. So when you're doing a small loadout or something like, we're inspecting and we're doing one of these, do you have a fully different layout set up? iPhone 12. What do we look like? I mean, okay, that's too much work, right? Yeah, I don't think people do that. Maybe if someone's paying you an insane amount of money and it's a one-off custom thing and they're paying you for two websites, two completely different websites, even though it's one and two different type of views. So like 350. Okay, let me inspect that again. Let's do 350. There's 320, so that's probably close, right? Oh, that looks pretty good on a little tiny screen, huh? Heck yeah. Okay, we'll dive into that. I guess for now, we'll fix this about page, and then maybe this one will be like the one that actually has the better technique for it. Down to one column. Okay. So is the grid a bad idea? Should we always design for one column? Just have this push down below, or I guess it would be above, right? Set a mobile media query. Okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna do one. Just to try it, just to get the practice. Okay, so we have our contact container. I know it's like at media screen. Is that it? It does the work for you. And max width. We do 350. Okay, so this time, oh, look, they already came up with one column for me. Sorry, I'm having it's like early 4th of July fireworks, but they actually sound like gunshots. It's kind of crazy. Okay, do you do for mobile too? So we would go at media screen and max width. Let's set this to 641. Let's do that. Let's refresh. Okay, so it's all normal. Okay, still no rounded corners. Okay, so let's look at this in our responsive view. Let's inspect it. Didn't seem like it was applying in that case, right? So we have 1 FR now, right? Max width 90. Okay, okay. Oh, max width 641, okay. Okay, let's save that, refresh. Oh, oh! Look at that. Okay, hell yeah, all right. Why isn't this refreshing? That's a live set? Okay. Do I need to recompile? No. So this should be let's see. I'll try to build again. Let's try that. Good call. Maybe it's a hard reset thing because it was working in this view, right? It's very strange. Yeah, so it's working here, right? We see it go to one column. Yeah, that's weird. I wonder if it's a developer tool thing. I mean, it's clearly working in the typical view. Let's try that again. Okay, so it's working here. Ooh, okay. So let's see. Okay, I'm inspecting. Oh yeah, it wouldn't have the terms there. Okay, so we're looking at this, right? Let's go to styles. Okay, so maybe it's not. What is this class called? Contact container. Okay, so let's look at contact container. cool. All right, so it's working here, right? Yeah, we see the screen changing. Cool. Okay, awesome. I wonder, how can I make this container grow more? It's interesting. I think it's probably because I set, maybe I hard coded some stuff. Maybe this height 1/2. Let me get rid of that real quick, just out of curiosity. Okay, yep, looks better without that. Yep. Okay, so that looks much better. On your container, you do a mobile media query. Okay, nice. Okay, awesome. Okay, so I set the height and it doesn't look good. How can I make this that nice square that I fell in love with? I guess I could do like width full, height full. It also does this thing where it blows out if I do that. I kind of like this effect, but I don't know why it does that. I guess I could go max height. So what should I do? Height 100? 100% of the container. Okay. Do you know why it grows, perchance? Okay. Okay, so let's just say I do set a height like 50%. That's better. Let's do width 50% too. Okay, let's undo a little bit. So that height at 1/2 is a vibe, but then when I do the media query, it like blows out. Okay, I'm asking crazy questions here, but okay, so we'll do a height here. So we have a height at 1/2.
Whenever you are down one life, just don't stop the dance. Wherever you may go.
Mobile media query and Tailwind. Okay, hell yeah. So, good call. Okay, so let's do small. Okay, so let's do that. So let's do like 500 pixels. Maybe I have to use a custom height. Sweet. Okay. So let's take a look at that in the inspector. Let's do. I'll give it a width too, just in case. You know what? I think here, let's get rid of this real quick though. Let's look at my code or my display. Let's get rid of this AI BS. No, just kidding. We love AI. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's save that. So I think because Tailwind works. I was trying to figure this out. I was reading that it starts. I think it like works the opposite way. Where I know people were saying it's mobile first. So let's try this again, and let's just, let's look at our class. Okay. It could be something weird with this element too, right? There's that weird thing where the width takes off. Okay, let's see. Small. Let's do something simple. Let's do like a color change. It's gonna hide a 50 instead. Okay. Granted, this is such a max width. Interesting. Okay, so let me delete these. We'll just save it. We'll let it have its default. Okay. Let's look at this element. What the hell is going on? I've never been able to move the grass physically. That is insane. I guess if you press command, you can change where the grass exists on the frame. That's crazy. Okay, that's cool. Okay, refresh one more time. We're back. Oh, nice. Okay. I was using Spline, which I got like a template from, but that's good. Yeah, you don't want to lose the image. Oh, it's gone. Oh, we're back. Yeah, have you seen Spline before? It looks really cool. like to learn more about it. Okay, so let's do this. Oh God. Okay, I feel like the browser is like taking a dive here. Oh, there we go. Awesome. Okay, there it is. Cool. Okay, and I don't know why it's not the right size, but I guess that's right when the media query occurs. Oh, you know, it's the div. Interesting that it takes a different size. That's great, though. You know what? It's doing that expansion thing, right? Oh, okay. Sounds good. Okay, so rather than so we're good with just one hard. So is that a general good rule of thumb? Is that you should only hard code height or width? You shouldn't hard code both? Okay, okay, that makes sense. Context specific. There we go. There. Why it went that time? And that's the right size. Oh, it is. Okay. Oh, gotta save. Okay, let's do that again. Min width is 640, so that's condition will run when the min width is 640. Okay. Yeah, no, I feel like what you were saying is like, yeah, the 641. It's like, I feel like it's, like if we look at the media selector, sorry if that's the right word or not, when it's small enough, this no longer applies. So it's almost having like the opposite effect, right? So this is the thing, I think. Okay, yeah, it gets a little weird over there, but it's like it's funny because this thing has the opposite, and this I think is the tailwind. The way they handle this, right? That when it's actually, when I'm below that 640, that's when this applies. Excuse me, when I'm above the 640 width, right? We see the media query come up. So therefore, it's probably just getting the full thing beforehand. So maybe we just treat it the opposite. So what did we have? Width 1/2. Oh, you know what? That's what we should do, right? Oh, okay, right on. Yeah, it's so bizarre, right? Yeah, because it's like opposite day for those two. Yeah, would you just work in Tailwind when you're using something like that? Or, I mean, as far as what I'm seeing, it's generally good to have a little CSS somewhere for legibility, but maybe not. Maybe it's just about getting to know them better. Okay. Okay, right on. Yeah, gotta just stick with it more. Okay, so all right, yeah, so I guess this is the is this even a real class? That's so fucking. That's not even real, what I wrote. And then it looked like it was working. Has classes for containers. Okay, that's good. It's awesome to get this one, this one column setup. Thank you so much. I feel like this is, yeah. I mean, this is how you get a mobile something. I'll play with this more tomorrow and get it looking a little less crazy. Ooh. Even like header spacings. You know what? Like my header is outside of the grid right now. Lord, so much to think about with this. Awesome. Well, hell yeah. Oh, that's okay to be outside. Okay, good. Okay, that can just stay up top. And this is below any actual width, right? It's like and I guess at that point I would have scroll or something like that. It's making a lot more sense. Hell yeah. Well, Holdridge, thank you for the help today. As per usual, really appreciate that. This is like all huge for me, and like definitely, I'm just trying to wrap this up to move on to a new project. So feels awesome. So appreciate you. Anyone else who tuned in, thank you as well. And yeah, we'll be back hopefully Wednesday. I may do a little early, like 4th of July thing, but I will probably be back Wednesday. So yeah, I want to hear more about this project you're working on too. What's not top secret as well, whatever you can share too. So yeah, we'll catch you next time.